Well, thank you, Robinson and Calvin Nyakundi. Of course, my guest tonight is still with us on the round table, Eugene Wamalwa, leader, DAPK party. We're speaking to him in about 6 minutes, but there are other stories making headlines also. Let's talk politics. The Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition has called on the government to declare the current flood situation in the country a national disaster to pave way for additional help and resourcing to assist victims of the crisis that has so far claimed nearly 300 lives and displaced more than 300,000 of other Kenyans. The opposition also castigated President William Ruto's donation of 10,000 shillings for flood victims as too little. Emmanuel To reports.
In a strongly worded statement titled KK's a disastrous regime, the Azimio coalition listed several areas it says President William Ruto's administration has failed Kenyans. The leaders, led by the Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka, terming the efforts being made by the Kenya Kwanza regime to handle the ongoing floods crisis as too little, too late.
Kenya Kwanza regime is reluctant to declare the floods a national disaster so that it can get the adequate response needed. We are aware that such a declaration will automatically call for the expenditure from the country's contingency fund. Could it be that there is no money in the contingency fund? If no money, who has expended the money and on what?
While criticizing the Kenya Kwanza administration for disregarding the El Nino warning from the weatherman late last year, the leaders also poked holes into the president's donation of 10,000 shillings each for the affected families.
Kila boma, serikali tutawapatia shilingi 10,000 ya kutafuta makao mahali mtakaa mkingojea mpango ya serikali.
For the families who have lost everything, such allocations are too little to start afresh. We demand that the government increase the financial support to at least 100,000 shillings per family.
The leaders also trained their guns at the embattled agriculture CS Mithika Linturi, who is currently facing an ouster motion, urging the 11-member committee to ensure he is kicked out of office.
We expect that 11 members of the select committee will honor the vote of the 149 members and confirm Linturi's impeachment from office. Linturi's reign as the Minister of Agriculture and Livestock Development has been nothing short of a disaster.
On the probe into the death of General Francis Ogola, who died in a chopper crash last month, Azimio wants independent and international investigators to swing into action and get to the bottom of his death.
Investigations by the Kenya Air Force is a limited internal affair that does not satisfy the requirement of an open, transparent, independent, and credible investigation.
The Azimio statement comes days after the Azimio leader Raila Odinga fired at President William Ruto for failing in his mandate. Emmanuel To, KTN News, Nairobi.
All right, some good news. All occupants of the collapsed Epson View